Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for waiting so patiently. I just placed a call to Senator Lee and acknowledge that he's won re-election. I truly hope that he upholds his oath to the Constitution during his upcoming term. It's so good to be here with family and friends who have become family. We have so much to be proud of. In this room, and all across Utah, independents, Republicans, Democrats, and members of third parties are gathered together, standing side by side in a cross-partisan coalition. Our coalition has come together to reject the politics of division and extremism. We have come together around the idea that the people should come first, not party bosses and not special interests. We've come together in a historic way, and this effort, our effort, has shown the country that there is another way forward, a more constructive way forward for our politics and for our nation. I have so much to be grateful for. To my amazing wife, Emily, and our 5 kids. I couldn't have done this without your support, counsel, and love. To my team, the scrappiest and hardest working campaign in the country. A team that reflects our coalition of independents, Democrats, and Republicans, all working together with a common purpose. Thank you. To everyone here tonight, and to everyone that has helped us along this incredible journey. Thousands of committed volunteers and supporters from all over Utah. You powered us every step of the way, and you've shown the country how strong we can be when we stand together. Thank you. And to the people of Utah, thank you for hearing me out at hundreds of events all over our great state. Thank you for your votes, for your contributions, and your hard work. I'm forever grateful. Over a year ago, we launched this campaign with a simple promise. We will be independent, truly independent, independent of party affiliation and favors owed to any party boss, independent of special interest money and influence, independent of the extremism that has broken our politics. And we invited everyone to join us. A lot of people were skeptical. Bringing independents, Democrats, and Republicans together just didn't seem possible to them. Many thought that the forces of party loyalty were too entrenched and that the walls of distrust had grown too high. But we believed. We knew that the primary dividing line in American politics today is not whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. It's not whether you're a conservative or a progressive. It's whether or not you're committed to our founding ideals, those found in the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, that we are created free and equal. And therefore we have a democracy in which our leaders are chosen by the people through free and fair elections. We knew that Utahns wanted a politics of hope, leaders that unite, not divide, a future where families, congregations, and communities come together in the spirit of love and cooperation and are not split apart by the forces of fear and distrust. We believe Utahns of all parties would rally around this vision for a better way forward and come together to defend our Constitution, our democracy, and our future. Over a year later, we've kept our promise to be independent. We have not taken a penny from special interest groups. We have not bent the knee to any party boss. We have stood up to the extremist factions that threaten to tear our country apart. And Utahns have responded. Utah Democrats joined us. The United Utah Party joined us. Independents and Republicans joined us. Through tough conversations and a lot of hard work, Utahns of all political backgrounds forged bonds of trust, bonds built on our shared commitment to our Constitution, to our democracy, and to building a prosperous future for our children and our grandchildren. These bonds are centered on the idea and the clear reality that we cannot effectively solve the tremendous challenges that we face and keep America strong if any of us go it alone. To address issues like inflation and the high cost of healthcare, to protect our air and water, to maintain a strong national defense, and to uphold our democracy, we must come together. Divided, we are weak, and these challenges threaten our future. But united, we have the strength to overcome. Tonight's results are proof of the power of unity. Although our coalition did not prevail, we've done something here in Utah that hasn't been done in 50 years. We rejected the politics of division and extremism, and we united. Unity is what made this election the most competitive in nearly a half a century.
Yeah.
Now, some see our unity as a threat. An anti-democracy movement in America has tried to break the bonds we've built. They've tried to fracture this coalition because they know that our patriotic mission to bring people together is a threat to their power. We cannot allow their attacks to break us, and I know we won't. All throughout this campaign, Utahns have shown up to events across the country in backyards and dining rooms, knowing that they'll share space with people of the opposing parties and people with different beliefs. And through these events, we built a community. Our coalition has shown that we have a lot more in common, and that is far more powerful than what we have in difference. In the face of doctored ads and vicious lies, our coalition stands united for truth. In the face of politically motivated violence, our coalition stands united for decency. In the face of attacks on the principles of democracy, our coalition stands united in defense of our founding ideals. And in the face of immense cynicism and extremism, our coalition offers a more constructive and hopeful way forward for our politics and for our nation. Now I know, now that we've come together, we must stick together, because America does stand at the crossroads between democracy and despotism. The American Republic will not be preserved by just one man or one woman or one campaign or one party. None of us have the votes to defend American democracy on our own. We must build coalitions like this one. We must work together. Great movements in American politics have always taken decades of hard work and sacrifice to realize change. And this time is no different. The struggle for our democracy is not just about one election. It is the defining challenge of our era, and it is what we must do together now in the coming years that will shape every era that follows. That is why our work is only just beginning. We must continue to build bonds of trust and friendship across party lines. It is the heavy lifting of American democracy, and it is the only way we can solve problems, fix our broken politics, and move our country forward. The choice before our state and nation now is between the promise of shared liberty or the false promise of tyranny. In the coming days, our struggle for the American Republic may enter a new, more critical phase, a phase in which fear, demagoguery, and ambitions of despotism cast their dark shadow over our nation. But remember that the darker the clouds, the more clearly light and truth show a better way forward. This is our cause. Utah, I am so proud of what we've accomplished together. We must never stop fighting for our shared liberty and for our future. Good night, and God bless the great state of Utah and this country we share.
Thank you.